The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome, everyone, to Palo Alto, California, the farm and the home of the Stanford Cardinal. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the Stanford Cardinal. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. So Stanford's offense will have the football first. So the last time these two got together, the nails were chewed down to the cuticles. It was a barn burner. Think we get another one of those, Jesse?
I certainly hope so, Reese. And I know that mental toughness is very cliche in all of sports, especially college football. And David, it's something that coaches are always harping on. But this is one of those games. The team that's most mentally tough at the end, they probably win.
Especially in rivalry games, especially in big moments, especially when there's more to it than just a game. So I think that this is something that who can focus, who can stay disciplined, who can stay tough and keep and block out all the noise.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Got it in the middle at St. Clair. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Stanford at the line, needing to convert on 3rd and short. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to throw. It's Sayin. Quickly complete. At the 40, there he goes. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Marking out of bounds at the 46. Stanford going back to work with another first down. Hand off from the shotgun. Still running at the 40. Wide open spaces. Touchdown, Cardinal. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They make the tackle at the 39, but a really good job by the return team there. So Notre Dame's offense will have its first possession of the game. And, David, they've got a guy in the backfield that certainly is capable of carrying more than his share of the weight in this offensive attack.
Yeah, he's a piece, but I would argue this, Reese. Like, you need to get the ground game going. For this offense to be successful, they need a physical tone setter, and he can be that, sometimes up, sometimes down. They need that consistently, Jesse.
They need him to show up when it matters the most, and there's going to be times in this game like we've seen throughout his career when the defense wants to take away wide receivers or players on...
Wide open down the gut of the field. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. The offense set for a first down play. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Guys, let's take a step back and talk about Notre Dame. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise, continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations, and this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable here.
Try to barge their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Back to throw, it's Sayin. He's moving out of the pocket. That's caught. It's St. Clair. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect and keep the drive going.
Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. The Cardinal can be aggressive here on 2nd and short. Back to pass. Pulls it in. It's St. Clair. They didn't get a ton of yardage there, but they're really effective at using the back out of the backfield, and they do it to get the first down here. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, running back on the move. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And I'd go back to him again after that first carry, but the defense more ready. They're more alert, dialed into the running back. They're like, listen, we've given up one big play. All eyes on him. Nice job getting the guy on the ground.
Grabbed in the middle. It's St. Clair. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. The Cardinal come to the line facing 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. Got some room to run. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They evened things up the last time they had him. The defense helped them out, and a chance to go on top with this drive.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
He'll pull it on the read. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line.
And it's so hard to contain this guy with all those options he has and the experience at the quarterback spot. But nice job by the defense limiting the damage. Didn't give up a huge gain.
Pulls and fired complete. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. And now on 4th down, field goal from the right hash. And this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. And here in the first quarter, we remain tied. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. On the ground, it's St. Clair. Breaks into the open. Lowers those pads. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way. That last play changed everything on this possession. They've got it 1st and 10 inside the 30. They'll go to the ground. Got the first down and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot. But that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. The Cardinal increasing the degree of difficulty after that last play. It's 2nd and long. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming. Stanford comes to the line, and that first down marker is a long way away. Looking for a man. It's Sayin. Right on the money. He gives him a fresh set of downs, and this one will be first and goal from the 6.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the third down, now setting up first and goal.
And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. They'll run play action. Moves around to clear up the vision. That pass is incomplete, but this has been a period in which the offenses have shined. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see if someone can get the edge in the second quarter. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Wants to fire it in the end zone on third and goal. Backs looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Stanford! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmaker slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football, he'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. From the gun, the running back looking for room.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Irish come to the line facing second and short. Walker will fire. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on third and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Grab near the sticks. It's Williams. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. To the air on first down. They've got the screen set up. There he goes. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
And that'll be enough to give Notre Dame a first down.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Here's the pressure. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Looking to fire. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds. If they don't pick up this third down, let's see if they trust their field goal kicker after the miss on the last drive. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Young. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on third down. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. Nestled just inside that right upright. That'll bring him to within 4. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, take a gander at what's happening in this interesting battle in the Pac-12. Akron has been blitzed from the opening kick. And as you can see, the score right now is a lot to a little. They're trailing by 14 to Colorado State. We'll keep you posted on things in this game that's sure to shake things up in the Pac-12. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. Stanford with a lot of options here on 2nd and short. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. Gets it out fast. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
Well, when you're running the drag route against man coverage like that, as a quarterback, you got to put the ball out in front of your target. When you do that, you give the guy a chance to then advance the football up the field, pick up a first down like they did right there.
Looking left. Got him in the open. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. This is an explosive attack, and that last big play has them set up 1st and 10 from the 26. Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Stanford to the line on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Black. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And this one splits the uprights. Now up by 7 points here in the second.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. He lobs one high down the left side. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. Walker to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Williams. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Looking downfield on first down. Finds the tight end. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. They drag him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover.
How about this defense? Great job by the defense, forcing the turnover. You already got a lead. Now you get the ball right back to your offense right before the half. Big-time momentum swing.
Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. He's already thrown 1 interception, and before this gets in his head, I think the way to fix it is to get the mechanics squared away.
And sometimes you get rushed, and everything happens a step faster right in the games, and then you realize, like, I'm bending, I'm falling off my back foot. Like, slow it down, take some deep breaths, understand, like, I'm going to be protected, I'm going to be all right. Let's make some things happen.
Stanford to the line, trying to convert on 3rd and inches. Rushes on him. Flushed out of the pocket. Ball is loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. Everything broke down. The quarterback tried to bail them out, but he ended up making things worse when he fumbled.
Yeah, I like the quarterback and his athleticism, extending the play and at least giving himself a chance, but you got to finish. You still have to do a good job taking care of the football. That's priority number 1. It wasn't able to do that.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. I don't think he was the primary receiver on that play, David, but a very productive pickup on first down.
And these tight ends are so good at understanding zones and where to sit down. And listen, it's not the huge gain down the field, but it's always death by 1,000 cuts, small gains, break tackles, and continue to move the sticks.
will fire. Gets the toe down, but didn't go forward at all. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To the air on second down. Going for it all. To the end zone, and it's picked off.
Well, I love the job by the coaching staff there defensively, matching the personnel of the offense, putting their dime package out on the field. So you bring out the extra defensive back, you're anticipating a pass, perfect timing to run that personnel and get the pick.
He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Just about set to get this second half underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here come the Irish back on offense. Those 2 first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the third quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on taking care of the football and then having explosive plays. You know they're playing angry right now. They're mad. They know they're the reason why they're down in this game, so I expect them to come out here, lighten it up here for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and this defense playing fast, playing physical, forcing things into action, forcing those turnovers. They've played really well in this first half.
A nice play there. And I know when you think Notre Dame football, you're thinking about running the football and all those NFL offensive linemen they have, but when you've got playmakers like him on the perimeter, you've got to be able to take advantage of him. This guy has the chance to play on Sundays. He's too good. If you've got a window to throw and that guy's out running a route, give him an opportunity.
Walker to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Williams. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. Wants to throw on first down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Quick strike complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The Irish facing quite a challenge here on 3rd and a mile. Off the play fake. Quickly to the tight end. He is stopped right at the 21-yard line, and now it'll be 4th down and decision time. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. And is slips just inside that right upright. That'll cut the lead down to 4, 17-13. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner is stopped. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. When your best is demanded on a big stage like this against a rival, he has delivered, cracking the 150-yard mark.
No doubt about it. What do we say? Big-time players make big plays in big games. Games don't get bigger than this for this team right here, and this guy, David, has shown up today.
Man, it's so nice as a coach to have that dude that you know you can count on. He'll put up big numbers, and he's been carrying this offense.
The short hands, it's St. Clair. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. Running backs on either side of the quarterback.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for a first.
And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. The Cardinal increasing the degree of difficulty after that last play. It's 2nd and long. Got his man. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove. Increase now. He's reading the coverage and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. We've reached a break, and it is Stanford holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. Keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a one possession. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab past the marker. Not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense.
And how about this coach, man? Trusting their offense, trusting their guys. You could punt the football away here on fourth down and see if your defense can end this game, but he wanted to end it on offense. He trusted his guys, and that is a huge fourth down conversion late in this football game.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Snagged in the middle. It's Ross. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Stanford at the line, needing to convert on 3rd and short. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And, man, this is exactly how this offensive coordinator wants to end this football game. Ground and pound, let that clock tick, add to this lead, and make the defense stop.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Stanford gets set to snap it on first down. The give to the tailback. Quick step and go. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Going to work on second down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
And I like changing things up. I like trying new things. Handing it to the tight end, that's something you don't see very often. A little creativity. Now, it was negativity in the end, but I like the creative thought process of trying to get somebody else the football.
Quarterback making adjustments. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Quick completion on the out. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
You know, you always talk about risk-reward. Gambling and going for it with the lead on 4th down right there and getting it, the reward could be winning the game. That was an unbelievable play. And how about this coaching staff putting their faith in their players to come up with the execution and make it happen?
And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. Now on second down. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. This offense has gone haywire on these last 2 plays in the red zone. Can they set things right on 3rd and goal? Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cardinal! That score pushes this out to a comfortable margin, and they are oh so close to a 10-game winning streak. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Pittsburgh looked like a bunch of world beaters today in a stern-to-stem beatdown. I think a lot of people forget this program won 5 national titles last century. A rich tradition and a sparkling performance today. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Walker will fire. Throws to the wideout. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they missed an opportunity for a nice play on 1st down. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Under fire. And as he throws, just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Notre Dame. He's been under pressure all season, and they really haven't done much to turn down that heat. And it's just hard to imagine that this guy will be back leading this program next year.
Yeah, and you want to see him finish strong, and I think Coach needs to finish strong. All the negativity swirling around the program, obviously, you hear it. It's a part of it. The kids hear it, but finishing strong would kind of ease some of that for Palmer. It's the body of work. Everything he did this season is going to be taken into account, and it's going to be tough, I think, for him to keep his job.
It's a combination of wins and losses this year, but it's also about who's out there. There's some good big-time candidates, some good coaches that could come in. We know they've got...
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They have been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there, but on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls in.
A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. Offense changing the play. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
I love the job here by the linebacker. He just kind of floats, and he's shuffling, and he's waiting to see which way the quarterback's going to go with the football. Not able to snag it out of the...
He'll take a deep shot here. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. Trying to take it back.
I definitely am trying to be a little bit conservative. I can't be caught, but I want to be a little bit conservative. Up 2 possessions. The clock is my friend. I got the football. The worst thing I can do is throw an interception, turn the football over, stop the clock, give them the ball back in an opportunity like this.
Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. On target over the middle. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. Notre Dame lines up quickly. And they spike it and get the clock stopped. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, is that sweet.
It's glorious. To be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media, it's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games starred. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
They really did, and we saw some great individual efforts in this game by the winning team, too. So cool to see some of these players that have had terrific collegiate careers make some of the biggest plays of their lives.